Well, I'm just gonna hit upload the video like 1 hour back confirming that Gabriel Jesus has been part of the Arsenal squad that is gonna take part into the game of Newcastle. And guess what? It has been confirmed. Gabriel Jesus has gonna hit to make it to the bench as Arsenal steps up to really put in a shift to really tussle it out with the side of Newcastle. Welcome to the Rokani Media Football. How are you guys and where are you watching us from? I go by the names of Rokan David. Smash like button, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. And Rokan David is my name, and hope you guys are really having fun wherever you are. You can as well go into the live chat and predict who is winning this game of football and who is not winning it, or it's gonna end in a draw. I'll be eagerly waiting to see your reactions into the comment section below. Let's see close to 100 likes smash on this video as we really get into this mod of really talking and discussing the Arsenal team in here for you. And Newcastle, they've gonna hit obviously coming through and really put up to raise up to the expectation to see to it that they really close down onto the likes of Man City and Liverpool. Smash the like button, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. I'm seeing already 11 people are already in watching in and continue to obviously show support to our side of the Rokani Media Football. And you can as well get to know that Man City is gonna hate and really win by 1-0 scored by Phil Foden. Looks like Phil Foden is the main man of Man City this season, and you can really agree it with me or not, but he is really that top man that you people need to really give his flowers. He's gonna hate to score, by the way, very many goals for the side of Manchester City this season, and he's really on fire and he's really pumped up like never before. So that is the starting 11 for the side of Arsenal, and they are having David Raya, Benjamin White, Saliba, Gabriel Magalhaes, Jakub Kiwior, Rice, Declan, Jorginho, Odegaard, Saka, Martinelli and Kai Havertz. That is the starting 11 for the side of Arsenal. And when you look at the substitutes that Arsenal really have, there is Aaron Ramsdale, there is Cedric Soares, El Nini, Vieira, Nelson, Smith-Rowe, Trossard, Edin Ketia and Gabriel Jesus. That is the bench of Arsenal, and it shows you that he has gonna hate to make some, I think, are they 2 changes or 1? Because Jorginho never started in the game they played in the midweek, and now he has gonna hate to give him a go into this beautiful game of football to see to it that obviously tussles it out to really not really lose the midfield battle. And the big story is Gabriel Jesus is back onto the bench of Arsenal. You've gonna hate to see that story. I was supposed by the to put it out like 3-4 hours back, but you know I support Man United. I had to be on the United Matters channel to do certain stuff, and guess what? They've gonna hate obviously beat us, and the way they've gonna hate to beat us, I had really to come in through and do the needful, but the club has always gonna hate obviously let us down. But nevertheless, we keep moving on, and that doesn't stop us from really supporting my club of Man United, and I will really continue to really throw those love videos to the fans of Man United and tell you that this season might be off, but next season we are going to be doing better and better and better and better as a side of Manchester United. Now, when we go to Newcastle, it has gone ahead to obviously gate the following people. There is Karius, you know. After Karius, they are having Trippier, Fabian Schär, there is Botman, there is Livramento, there is Bruno Guimaraes, there is Longstaff, there is Miley, there is Amilon, Miguel, who was going to hit to make 100 appearances for the side of Newcastle, Anthony Gordon and Alexander Isak. That is the starting 11 for the side of Newcastle. And then there is Gillespie, Les Charles, Ritici, Barnes, Kraft, Hall, Murphy, Willock and Ban. That is the starting 11 for the side of Newcastle, and the bench in there for you. Willock is on the bench, former Arsenal player. He has gonna hit to make it to the bench of the side of the side of Newcastle, and wait and see whether he's really gonna torment the side of Arsenal like he did while he was playing there. at the St. James's Park. I think he's the one who ran towards that line and really brought in that ball that caused lots of havoc and pressure to the side of Arsenal. But let's get into the starting 11 for this, the formations that Mikel Arteta is going to hate to name to really face the side of Newcastle. And let's see how everything is really panning up. So, David Raya maintains his position in goal. That is it. That is David Raya for you. Then there is Benjamin White. You get? Benjamin White is also still into that right back position, and this time round he needs to keep himself in a better position because he's gonna be facing Anthony Gordon, and Anthony Gordon is really a very athletic and very good guy. So in all those aspects, he needs to obviously keep himself in the run, and he should keep himself in better positions to not see this stuff happening to him, because Anthony Gordon is really a very good player. Then Jakub Kiwior, for him, he's gonna hate to prove that he's really solid, and he is gonna hate to really shield off every opposition right forward that is gonna hate to face him in his 3 games. That's gonna hate to start for the side of Arsenal. And on Wednesday, Conceição was really put to what we call a pocket of Jakub Kiwior, and now Jakub Kiwior returns to face Miguel Almiron of Newcastle. I believe he's gonna close him down. And everyone is really seeing how good Jakub Kiwior is at the club of Arsenal. And then William Saliba, right-sided centre-back. Gabriel Magalhaes, left-sided centre-back. I would love to ask, is there any partnership in the Premier League that plays in the central defense that is going to hate to play more games than this side? I don't really think there is one. Is there any? I don't really think there is one. And I think it's one and only Gabriel Magalhaes and Gabriel Jesus that I'm going to hate obviously play together. Man City keeps changing. Man United keeps changing. So most people really keep changing their what? They keep changing their lineups, especially the central defense partnership. So I think this is the central defense partnership that's going to have to play very many minutes in the Premier League, and I really hope that I've gotten that right. I'm going to go really to make some research and really get to know the central defense partnership that's going to have to play very many minutes. When we go to the midfield, Declan Rice, Jorginho and Odegaard, all we know is that Jorginho is going to be playing in the single pivot of Arsenal. Odegaard is going to be playing as a number 10 central attacking midfielder or a creative midfielder. Then Declan Rice is going to be playing as a box-to-box midfielder into this game of football. It shows you that Arteta is going to hate to really pay a little bit of respect to Newcastle, and yet I thought he would have gone ahead not to pay respect to Newcastle at his stadium, that is Emirates, and would have gone ahead to pay respect to the side of FC Porto that he lost to in the midweek, because Jorginho, who was a must into that team, Jorginho deserved to be taking part into that team, but after that he has gone ahead to wake up when it's too late for him after he really went ahead to lose that. So it's really very important that we really put it to our expectation and really talk about the best of this. So we are here to really talk about that midfield 3 and what it's gonna do. Obviously, with that midfield, Arsenal is gonna win the midfield battle, no doubt. Believe me or not, that midfield of Arsenal is gonna win the midfield battle. Declan Rice, Odegaard, and Jorginho, experience, hard work, and talent, combined all together. That trio is really gonna be huge. Then Bukayo Saka, right forward. It's another game of football for Bukayo Saka to come out and really showcase to us how good he is and how better he is really gonna get there as a player. Then Martinelli, as I told you, that I would have gonna hate to drop him. Do you know why? I think he's really wasting lots of chances, and I think the manager loves him. The manager just loves him, but I think Trossard is a better performer to deserve a start. But in these games that Arsenal are really playing, when they never had Gabriel Jesus on the field of play, they always had to really not bench any of those. But when Jesus returns, that means you're still having more other firepower players off the bench. Jesus, Fabio Vieira, Emily Smith-Rowe, and Leandro Trossard. So let's wait and see how Martinelli performs today. But it looks like it's not going to be him playing 90 minutes on the occasion. And Kai Havertz is playing as a false number 9 or a number 9 for Arsenal, as Gabriel Jesus watches along onto the bench. And for Gabriel Jesus, by the way, I really thought that he was really gonna start. Percentage of like 40%, because most of the times he has gonna hate to be out, especially this season. The manager's gonna hate to give him a go and a start in all the games that this man has gonna hate to play. So that is the starting 11 of Arsenal, and I think it's really directly going to really outfield this side of Newcastle. All what Arsenal has to do, kill off the chances they're supposed to create. Karius, the goalkeeper, is a calamity, and let me go to the side of Newcastle and really see who they're gonna hate to bring. They have a boost of one player, I think two players, that is Fabian Schär and Alexander Isak. Karius is in goal, Mr. Calamity. If you really remember the final of the Champions League where Liverpool were ahead to lose, was it 2018, right? 2018, 2019, when they lost to Real Madrid, by 3-1. And almost 2 of the goals that Liverpool conceded were gifts coming in through from the goalkeeper, that is Karius. And that's what really prompted the manager of Liverpool to go ahead and really spend close to 70 million euros to sign in Alisson Becker from AS Roma, and went ahead to spend 75 million pounds to sign Virgil van Dijk from Southampton to the side of Liverpool, and that really changed their season. They went ahead to win very many trophies, a Champions League, an FA Cup, Carabao Cup, and the Premier League. Right back, Kylian Trippier. Kylian Trippier is a very good right back, but I think he has been really struggling recently. Very, very much struggling. And I think the reason as to why he's struggling is his mind is not yet set back at Newcastle. He had gone ahead to agree a deal to join Bayern Munich, but that deal was really blocked, and he stayed. That's why Bayern went in for Sergi Boy, and Kylian Trippier looks like his head is not in the right position. But I think it's high time he really rose up to the expectation and really got to know what kind of job they're really going to be doing and playing right now at the side of Arsenal. Then Livramento is going to be facing Bukayo Saka. Livramento, a right-footed player, but I know why they're going to hate to put him there, because they believe Saka is really the kind of player that you need to be looking at, especially because he drifts a lot onto his right, because that's his strong foot and shoot. But Saka has shown us that he can really score some good goals using his weak foot, not so? So we wait to that and see how Livramento is going to be facing Bukayo Saka. Kylian Trippier is going to be facing Martinelli. What a battle for us to watch. It's really going to be huge for us to watch. Steve Boutman and Fabian Schär have to really watch over one player. That is Kai Havertz, who is going to be leading the line. And the way he plays and leads the line is really deadly, because he drops deep, and either Bukayo Saka or Martinelli can take that role. So they just need to mark the right spaces, because it's not going to be Kai Havertz all the time in those spaces. It's going to be other different kind of players altogether, and it's really going to really look good and good and good and good and good and good and good. We go to the midfield. Bruno Guimaraes shielding the back four, Longstaff and Millie. Millie is really good. I've gonna hate to see this young lad. He really plays very well, and really love the way he really controls the game in that midfield. But I think their midfield would have been to their best if they had Sandro Tonali and Joe Wellington. If they had those two alongside Bruno Guimaraes, would have been really equating to that of Arsenal. But I think Arsenal really having a better midfield that needs obviously come off and really kill off this game. Miguel Almiron making 100 appearances today for the side of Newcastle, and he's starting as a right forward for the side of Newcastle. And Jakub Kiwior has a job to do tonight. Gordon Anthony is really great, and Ben White also has to do a job tonight if Arsenal is to win. And Alexander Isak returns to lead the line. Very lethal, and he's good on the hold-up play. Very fast. He can really act well in tight spaces. Name anything that you would love your striker to look like. This is the guy that can come in through and obviously kill off. The last time Arsenal really came here and really played at the Emirates, the game ended 0-0, but Arsenal really had lots of chances, though Newcastle had 2 or 3 chances that would have gone ahead to kill off that game of football. But now Arsenal is ready to obviously take on the side of Newcastle, and I think it's really gonna be one of those games that you guys are really gonna enjoy. And if you love good football, then you are going to enjoy this one, because trust me not, Newcastle is not going to sit back. They are not going to sit back. They are going to come out and really put in a very huge shift, and they would love to see to it that a lot really happens and goes their way, because they believe they still have to fight. With Man United losing tonight, if Newcastle win, they'll be 7 points behind Man United. That will help them really go up a little bit. And Brighton have gone ahead also to really draw and lose 2 points. They've gone ahead to collect 1. So Newcastle also has its agenda. They would love to obviously be playing in Europe, not in the Conference League. They would love at least to be playing into the Carabao Cup. And I think their prayers are that Liverpool should beat Newcastle, should beat Chelsea in the final, such that they increase the number of positions to go into those other positions into the UEFA Europa League and Conference League. Now, before I really come into your comments and read them through, we are having a man called Odegaard, and this is what Odegaard has gone ahead to say as far as this game of Newcastle is really concerned. He said, "Personally, I love these night games. The atmosphere always feels more intense and special. Let's see if we can create a feeling and noise inside the stadium like we did in the last game here against Liverpool. That was an amazing game, just a beautiful day because of the result and the atmosphere. I think it's maybe the best atmosphere we've witnessed in my life when you play in games like that at home in front of your of your own supporters, and get an important win too. It's such an amazing feeling. We all enjoyed it so much. It was a beautiful day." So Arsenal last played here when they're playing against Liverpool. So now they are back at Emirates in the Premier League when they've gone ahead to win 2 more games at the Emirates. That is Arsenal for you. They played out at West Ham, they played out at Burnley, and now they're returning home to really put on another shift of games. And I think it's really a good atmosphere, and I said Arsenal is really blessed that after losing to FC Porto in the midweek, with your players having gone ahead to play all those minutes, when you're playing away at St. James's Park, it would have been hard for them to obviously go ahead and really cause what we call the havoc that everyone really expected. But right now, it's really written all over the wall that Arsenal is really gonna do the needful and really taking it to the next level. And that is it coming in through from the side of Arsenal, and they're really ready to really take it to the next level. And we just can't wait to see how that really pans out, and the best of the best is yet to come from this result. So as I've told you in the match preview, I see Arsenal really being the favorites to win this game of football, and I don't know who your favorite is. But let's go to the Ram podcast. Arsenal win 3-1. That's my prediction. By the way, I said 3-0. I think if Arsenal contain that front 3 of Newcastle, then the rest will be history. And they should also mark with those set pieces, because Newcastle uses those set pieces a lot, as they really have one of the best dead ball specialists in the league. That is Kylian Trippier, who really keeps the vibe up and running. Then we go to thanks for the good work done, bro Aradi. Thank you. Then Kahendo Oliver Aradi, how are you, dear? But I'm on pressure as an Arsenal fan. I know Arsenal is on pressure because Man City have gone ahead to win, and they are now 4 points ahead of Arsenal, right? So what Arsenal need is simple. They should beat this side and really close down Liverpool. Liverpool will be 2 points ahead of Arsenal, and Man City will be 1 point ahead of Arsenal. That is it. Then Roberto Mola, 2-0. That's your prediction. Jamil Saad says Arsenal 3, Newcastle 0. Then Kahendo Oliver, I see Mikel Arteta not believes in playing a double pivot. Yeah, he doesn't believe in playing a double pivot, but I know it's because of the players really having that. They can really cover enough space, and they can really do that role, So he has energetic players that really cover those spaces, and it's hard, by the way, to expose Arsenal into their midfield. If at all you've gone ahead to really see Arsenal play, you really understand that it's hard to see to it that they are really exposed into that midfield. So that is what Arteta really had to do tonight, and I think you people have gone ahead to put in your predictions, and continue to put in your predictions as I really search for these words that Mikel Arteta has gone ahead to say as far as this game of football is really concerned. Declan Rice has said We've been away from Emirates now for a few weeks. Looking forward to getting back here tonight. And we know it's a big one for us. So it's a big one, obviously, for Arsenal. And no one is really going to stop them from really going and winning this game of football. If at all, they really kill off their chances. The only problem is Arsenal going ahead to create chances and not really make them count. Then after that, Arsenal will obviously come in through and really suffer it if at all Newcastle really utilizes their chances. Then Edu has said there is a lot going on at the moment. My role, I have to look after not only the first team, also the women team, the academy as well. Of course, now we are starting to plan ahead of the summer on the recruits. A lot of things are really happening. So Arsenal really working onto that, and everything is really moving on as planned for the side of Arsenal. And I think in their plan, it was not, you get, it was not really important at all. It was not really important at all for them to really not put themselves into where they deserve to be. And Arsenal has a lot to do tonight. They have a lot to do tonight. All they need is a win, because after playing against Newcastle, let me see, which other team are they going to play before they will play against... after Arsenal plays Newcastle, they'll play away at Sheffield, then they'll host Brentford, then they host FC Porto, 12th match, 16th match before we go to the international break. They'll obviously have to host Chelsea. So I think if Arsenal can win against Newcastle, they can win against Sheffield, they can win against Brentford. Those 3 games coming in there for you, with Man City playing Liverpool, Man United, and teams in the top 7, it is really one of those moments that you need to obviously look at and really ask yourself what is really going to be happening, because after Chelsea, they are playing Man City. So it's really good to collect those points, and such that you keep 1 point behind Man City. You find Man City, you draw or beat him, it all works well for the side of Arsenal, and it works in the betterment of the side of Arsenal. So what else haven't we talked about as a side that really runs this channel? Hope you guys have gone ahead to really do the needful. Susie Maron, I know Arsenal can make it. Obviously, thank you for watching through Susie Maron. Then Ojok Paul, how far with Timber Party? Thanks a lot. Go to the video section. There is a long video, by the way, close to 20 minutes, talking about those 2 players, and even Gabriel Jesus, that is going to hit return today, as we predicted that he's really going to come back and really make it to the starting 11 of Arsenal. And obviously, he's going to hit to make it, and he's back with a bang. But never say never. That's why I tell you Arsenal should kill off its chances, because if they don't kill off their chances, then it won't make sense. It will only make sense if at all they kill off their chances, because we're going to hate to see Arsenal really making huge chances left, right, and center, but they've not gone ahead to really go far in killing off their chances. Thomas Partey is another one who is not part of this team, and it's really worrying that Jesus is back and Thomas Partey is not really back. It's really worrying. If I told you an Arsenal fan, it worries you that Partey, who I was seen training with the side of Arsenal, has not made it to this game. But other players have gone ahead to come in through and really make it. And let's really have a little bit of these photos that have gone ahead to be taken at Emirates as the players go for their final warm-up. That is Martin Odegaard, the captain. Gabriel Magalhaes trying to really do the juggling bit of the game. The man that most of you are really excited to see, Gabriel Jesus, returning. That is Gabriel Jesus for you. He's back with a bang, and I think he just can't wait to see himself really getting some minutes in his legs. And we hope that the knee problem doesn't really go ahead to resurface and really cause a lot of problems to the lad. Then Bukayo Saka, obviously having a conversation with his fellow players at Arsenal. Then Jorginho, obviously coming through to obviously warm up alongside Kai Havertz, and Benjamin White, another player really warming up. Then that is Kai Havertz and William Saliba doing the needful. So guys, thank you very much for watching through. Your predictions are welcome in the comment section below, and let me end this prediction and see how you guys have gone ahead to predict who is winning and who is not winning. 100% of you are gonna hate to say that Arsenal is really winning this game of football. I'm having Key Ladia, Arsenal 2, Newcastle 1. So we wait and see. But the game is gonna be of high intensity, and I don't know how it's really gonna pan out. But I give Arsenal to be the favorites to obviously win this beautiful game. To obviously win this beautiful game of football and see whether they take the 3 points in their pocket to face the side of Man City when they are really close to them. Rokan David is my name.